Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is a GW Tiger and it's the Tier 9 German SVG, and we're located on the south spawn of Malinovka, and it's being commanded by UKSkaface. And we can see he's got a mark of excellence on his barrel and he's waiting for the battle to commence. It is a standard battle and they're away. Now the GW Tiger carries two different guns. It's either got a 17cm Canon or it has a 21cm Morsa. And he's off into the trees. You see that bottom plate? That's for the gun if the gun was to be dismounted. It's not just a to transfer the load, which that other plate is actually for. So the gun can fire when it's mounted or it's dismounted, and the round plate is to act as the base plate if the gun dismounts, and it can literally come out of the SPG onto the ground. Right, he's got a Batchat 25 ton, doing a bit of scouting up on that hill. He's dialing in his aim, he's almost ready to go, and it stops. Is he going to take the shot? Yep. Well, I'm pretty sure that would have landed near it. Probably did some damage. We've got a 263 and a Tiger 2, and they're over on the west side of the battlefield. Now he's just adjusting his position slightly, centering his arc, and that Batchat 12 ton turned up, and he's not missing any hit points, so that previous strike didn't hit the target. No, it wasn't a Batchat 12 ton, sorry, I beg your pardon, it was a Batchat 25 ton we saw up on the hill. And we don't know about the state of him, but we can certainly find out if this 12 ton gets hit. Well, it landed nearby where the 12 ton was, so we'll have to wait and see when that one appears next. Right, Tiger 2. Oh, the 12 ton is retreating. Yes, he was hit. He lost a few hit points, and there's an FV4202 making a silly movement down the lake because he is going to get hit for sure as he's crawling around that cliff face at the water edge. And he's trying to get at that Object 430, I can see, but he's going to pay for it because that is 317 hit points of splash, and the Object 430 is coming down to put some more shells into him, and UKSkaface is picking up some stun assists there. Right, up on top of the hill he can see an Emil 1, an E75 and numerous other tanks. Object 430, he's going to put a round into there as soon as he's reloaded because the shells are all bunched up together, and when they're bunched up you can hit one tank and splash the others. And yep, they're all bunching together. He's loaded, and he's going to go for the front pair. Round out on the IS-6. Oh, lovely shot, and he's got a fire on the IS-6. And I think that was a fire extinguisher went off there. Wasn't an automatic fire extinguisher because that would have put it out straight away. It was obviously a manual one, which he hit the button for. But the 430 got hit as well with splash. And there's masses of stun assist there going in. He got 176 hit points from the fire alone. And that Emil is almost fired his full magazine. He's falling back to reload. Round out. Oh, 438 hit points on the Emil, 199 on the E75. Another double hit with one shell. Very useful, these shots. Cannot be underestimated how useful it can be to stun two vehicles at once with every shot. And UKSkaface is relocating a little. Okay, looks like he's going to go for the E75 this time. Try and get a direct hit on that. He could probably knock out the IS-6 if he's lucky. Oh, he takes out the E75, 569 hit points. Beautiful shot right into the side of him. And the IS-6 took a hit as well for 24 hit points of splash. And of course he's stunned and pulling back. So the enemy are really being shoved back from the hill. Even though the scores are fairly even, the tanks that have been lost on our side are mostly light tanks, and that IS-6 is using the wreck for cover, but that's not going to protect him from an Arty round. And UKSkaface is loaded and fires. Direct hit again, 315. It took it right on the front quarter. He's down to 94 hit points. He's a one shot now, the IS-6. He will go out next shot. Yeah, he's gone out now. Now, the enemy have retreated amongst the trees, and they're in there somewhere. There's an Object 430 in there, and there's probably an Arty or two in there as well. Or Arty or one, because it's actually only one Arty in there. And I believe it's a 212A. And he's looking for the tracer. Either that or the Object 430. He just centered his arc, that's why the reticule bloomed temporarily. There's the 430. Okay, he knows where that is, so he can fire on that. That's a splash kill. He can easily get him. Yes, beautiful. Taking him out of the game. That's another gun out of the game. Back in the garage. Now, where is that Arty? I think he's actually slightly north of that inlet. There's a Samua SM there. The shredding machine. Very dangerous heavies, those. I've got one myself, and actually I know how the potential of them. They can take apart ISMs and the like. Oh, he did a hit, and he's got a fire in the T26E4. He's on fire. He's losing hit points, and he's out the game. Beautiful shot. The T26E4 was unsighted when that shell went in. He was trying for splash, but he actually got a tank head on. And he did do stun assistance as well on the Samua. And that Udez is also in a grave position. And it looks to me as if that enemy Arty is probably in grid square B1 or C1. There's the Samua. He's going for splash on the other side this time. And he takes him out! 234 hit points. That's his second kill. Now there's a T28 prototype there. And he's gone. So we don't need to worry about him. There's a Tiger 2 over that side, an Object 263 behind him. There's an LTTB by the lake, but we still haven't found the enemy Arty. And I think that the rest of the team are about to find that enemy Arty in grid square B1 or C1. But he's focusing on the two tanks on the west side. There's the Tiger 2. Okay, lining up a shot, round out. Not enough lead. Yeah, it went behind, but it was still a 324 hit point splash, so it's still useful, and it did hit the rear of it. There's the 212. Yes, he was in grid square B1. I was wrong about him being in grid square A2, because I thought that's probably where he'd be, but he actually went to the other side, and he's been taken out of the game now, killed by the Tiger 2. Now, Object 263 and Tiger 2 putting on a last brave defense in that corner. Not going to last much longer. The Tiger 2 will be first to go, I should think. The Object 263 round goes in, splashes in for 408. The Tiger 2's gone down. Won't last long now. And UKSkaface is picking up stun assistance all the time here because those tanks are still stunned and the game is over. And the win rate for that game is showing as 5,193. Wow, that's a lot. Let's have a look at the... Oh, it's an ace tanker for UKSkaface and the GW Tiger. He also picked up a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 24. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And best of all, he picked up a Confederate because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently destroyed by others. And of course, he was hitting them 2 at a time with some of his shots on those enemy on the hill. So just look at that list of tanks that he hit. That's a massive number. I do like seeing those. Means you're a massive help to your teammates to actually in the battle. And you can see it here because when it came to the hit points, he came second with 5,404 hit points of damage. The Object 430 managed to get 5,700, another 300 on top of that. But the 5,400 very useful because he only did that off 2 kills, which puts him third on the table with there. Object 430 coming top again with 5, T30 with 3. But he got joint third place with 2. When it came to base XP, he was second with 1,433. So I suspect that Object 430 also got an ace tanker for this game. So let's have a look at detail reports, see exactly what happened. Well, 12 rounds, 5 direct hits, 5 penetration, 11 splash. Just goes to show each round he was firing on some of those tanks was hitting more than one tank at the same time. He did damage of 5,404 hit points, all at more than 300 meters. Hit 10 of the enemy, but killed 2 of them, so 8 tanks over what he needed, really. Well, 2 tanks over what he needed to get the Confederate. He did 106 hit points of damage assist and 3,780 hit points of stun assist, of 14 stuns. On a premium account, he earned 86,958 credits, did 5,000 credits for a personal missions payout, got reload of ammunition for 24,960, because these rounds are expensive. There are over 2,000 credits a round. And he was still left with 66,998 credits. And even if you take off this 5,000 credits for the personal missions payout, it's still a monster score. So it's a very well earned score. He received 2,150 base XP on a premium, 1.5 times base. And he got 538 experience points from a personal missions payout, bringing his total to 2,688, which would have been just as good as if he'd had the ×2 or ×3 of the day off an ordinary score. But this was an extraordinary score. So well done there, UKSkaface. Ace scores and Confederate, just the sort of replay we like to see, especially when it's at high tiers Arty. So congratulations. If you like this video, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.